everyone, this is Delia again. I'm reading The Vampire Diaries, The Struggle. I'm on chapter 8. And I don't know what part this is. I think this will be part 6. I believe. Okay, here we go. We left off where Elena was in the room, and she had never seen a room in such splendor. She knew where she was. She was in the Renaissance Italy, when Stefan had been alive. She looked down at herself and saw she was wearing a dress like the one she'd had made for Halloween, the ice blue Renaissance ball gown, but this dress was a deep ruby red, and around her waist she wore a thin chain set with brilliant red stones. The same stones were in her hair. When she moved, the silk shimmered like flames in the light of 100 of torches. At the far end of the room, 2 huge doors swang inward. A figure appeared between them. It walked toward her, and she saw that it was a young man dressed in Renaissance clothing, doublet and hose and fun trim jerkin. Stefan. She started toward him eagerly, feeling the weight of her dress swing from her waist. But when she got closer, she stopped, drawing in a sharp breath. It was Damon. He kept on walking toward her, confident and casual. He was smiling, a smile of challenge. Reaching her, he put one hand over his heart and bowed. Then he held out the hand to her as if daring her to take it. "Do you like dancing?" he said, except that his lips didn't move. The voice was in her mind. Her fear drained away, and she laughed. What was wrong with her to have ever been afraid of him? They understood each other very well. But instead of taking his hand, she turned away, the silk of the dress turning after her. She moved lightly toward one of the statues along the wall, not glancing back to see if he was following her. She knew he would. She pretended to be absorbed in the statue, moving away again just as he had reached her, biting her lip to hold in the laughter. She felt wonderful right now, so alive and so beautiful. And dangerous, of course. This game was dangerous. But she had always enjoyed danger. The next time he drew near her, she glanced at him teasingly as she turned. He reached her, but caught only the jeweled chain at her waist. He let go quickly, and looking back, she saw the prongs setting on one of the gems that had cut him. The drop of blood on his finger was just the color of her dress. His eyes flashed at her sideways, and his lips curved in a taunting smile as he held the wounded finger up. "You wouldn't dare," those eyes said. "Oh, wouldn't I?" Elena told him. With her own eyes, boldly she took his hand and held it a moment, teasing him. Then she brought the finger to her lips. Okay, and I'll continue in just a second.